My grandmother was a wise teacher. I miss her every day. She taught me so much. She taught me things like feel the earth every day. Feel the earth, whether in garden soil or beachy sand or crusted dirt edges. She taught me to love big, really big, and boldly, without shame. She also taught me how to know when a relationship is good for you. This piece of advice came when I asked her how she and my grandfather had been happily married for 65 years. I said to her one day, Lolly, because that's what I called her, Lolly, how do you do it? And how do you know? How do you know if a relationship is good for you? And this is what she said. She said, you know a relationship is good for you when you are better people for being together. And you let each other change. She went on to say, oh, there'll be problems. There are going to be hard times. You're going to disagree. Your grandfather is not the same person he was when we married. It's a good relationship when you're a better person for being with the other person or people, and when you let each other change. I was asked at this point in our service this morning to share what FRS means to me. You've heard what it means to others. You heard what the search committee was looking for based on what you said, by the way. And so what do you all mean to me? And I'll promise to be concise. And I'll also say a little more because you don't just want to hear that. I'll start, however, by saying that you, the First Religious Society Unitarian Universalist in Newburyport, Massachusetts, you make me a better person and a better minister, and you let me change. You are a both and church. You hold each other accountable, and you trust one another even when you have differences of opinion. You do the hard work, and you remind each other to take a break, to rest, and allow others to step forward. You make caring for one another a reality in a way that few places do. You show up, you come back, you reach out your hands to each other. This congregation said in your search packet that you wanted a pastor and an activist to be your minister. We, and now I'll move to we call ourselves a church, a congregation, and we take stands as a liberal religious faith in this community and beyond. We love to sing, to learn, and sometimes even let it all hang out. We retain tradition. We are proud of our history and our ancestors, and we know we can always do better. I did bring a few things with me when I came here as your minister, including the Candles of Peace, started in San Francisco, California, FYI, tissues in the pews, and involving as many of you as possible in our shared worship services. I also brought my adamant commitment to justice and deep and abiding faith in love and goodness. I brought a desire to connect authentically and to know each other. You have made me better, and you let me change. You don't accept over-functioning from your minister. In fact, my car, some of you know, is packed. I am going on study leave this week. And I was thinking, driving here, like, what kind of congregation allows that to happen? It's the first week in our pledge drive. I'm just one person. You want me well. You will take care of it. You want me to tell my story and put my thoughts in writing. You urge me to have a personal life, and you respect my boundaries. And even though I am sure I sometimes annoy you with my adamant feminism, my open-heartedness, or bold actions, you love me just as I love you, and we love one another. We don't have to think alike to love alike, said Francis David, our Unitarian forebearer. Mark Nepo writes, on the surface of things, giving and receiving are about exchanges. But below the surface of things, giving and receiving become indistinguishable. And the aim is not to have or move things from one person to another, but to keep the gift of life flowing. We've been through a lot together over these last 4.5 years. There's a lot to be proud of and hold close. COVID didn't do us in, and in many ways it has made us stronger, even as we still need to grieve and recover. I preached at our opening Sunday this church year about the concept of this. Not that, not then, not when, but this. This time, this place, this hour. This is important, as is our history. However, neither are the end of our story. Mark Nepo talks about this concept of "e daí," a Portuguese phrase meaning, and then? It is customary in Brazil to ask this of another person, regardless of what the person is sharing. At some point in a story, the listener asks the storyteller, "e daí?" meaning, and so, what now? If the person is talking about the past, in responding with "e daí," the listener is saying, I bear witness to what life has given you. And so, what meaning will you make of this? Or if the speaker is talking about their present circumstances, the listener in saying "e daí" is saying, I see where you are now. And so, where do you go from here? What is your next step? "E daí." "E daí" is our phrase too, my friends. I see where you've been, I see where we are and what we've gone through, and I see where we are right now. What's next? Even the very next step. "E daí." Here is the beautiful thing about the answer to that question. We get to decide. We get to live into our values, mission, and ends together. We have the distinct honor to uphold the history of this beloved church and the privileged responsibility and gift to care for it and each other as we move forward courageously. And in so doing, we will transform our world, the world that surrounds us locally, perhaps beyond, the world that is between us, and the world that is within us.